It is Friday, June 18th. I'm just leaving Benson Pass. Still getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. It just rained for, I don't know, maybe 30 seconds. But I wanted to recount, oh, it's raining again. I wanted to recount probably one of my favorite moments of being on trail that happened yesterday. So it was sunny, zoomies, tree, cruise, euphoria, and me. And first of all, cruise, euphoria, Sunny, and I had been freaking moseying hard all day. Like, it was a rough day. Very humid, very hot, sunny. So we were going really freaking slow. And we stopped and had lunch by a waterfall at Glen Allen Camp and went in the water there, hung out for probably an hour and a half, 2 hours, and then we went a little further, stopped in a meadow, had another break, tree caught up with us, still moseying hard. Anyway, so then zoomies caught up with us, so it was us 6, and mosquitoes wreck. And so we had to do this little river crossing that was maybe a mile from camp. And so Sunny and I were kind of at the back. All the guys went first, and the rocks were really far apart, so they were like hopping pretty good to get from one to the next. And then the last rock at the very end was like a really big jump to shore, and like the shore, there was this big like indentation that, you know, you could tell a lot of people had stepped on. And so like Cruz barely made it, Zoomies barely made it, Tree and Cruz had to like pull him up so that he didn't fall in. Euphoria somehow found a way across where she didn't get wet. I don't know how. And so Sunny and I, we like try one way, we can't figure out how to get across without without getting wet. We try another way, same thing. And so then Tree and Zoomies go and pick up this really big rock, and they're like waddling, carrying it, and they're like, oh, we'll drop it in the water for you guys so then you have a dry stone to step on. And they like drop it in the water, and this huge splash happens, and so Tree gets soaking wet. Zoomie's got a little bit wet, but not bad. But like, it still didn't help. Like, we still couldn't freaking you know, cross without getting wet. And so then finally we just like go across. We're like, whatever, we'll get wet. And so the whole time this is happening, like Sunny and I are dying laughing that Tree and Zoomies are you know, like trying to help us get across while staying dry. And it just like fits in with the entire moseying of the day and like complete shenanigans. But then on top of that, there was also a campsite right there, and 2 weekend hikers were there. I mean, they were freaking wearing white, and it was like completely white. And so they're like older guys, and they were like watching the whole just shenanigans unfold. And so they were like taking pictures, taking videos, and just like cracking up at all of us. And so it was a freaking fantastic time. The 6 of us were hiking in a train the last bit to camp, and then we found a waterfall that was kind of like Falling Waters, the house, and hung out there for a bit waiting for everyone else to catch up with us. So just a lot of fun freaking moseying during the day. So solid times, wanted to record that.